I have spoken in a lot of my audios and on lives about Einstein's statement in regards to energy simply being transferred. Oh, excuse me, it's been a long day. And not neither created nor destroyed. And you could do that in regards to relationships. You can control the energy that you have in relationships. It's not some random thing that flies out the sky or some kind of thing that comes with the wind. You can control how you deal with that energy. You can transmute it and you can move it from one place to another. And the most common situation where you could do this is in romantic relationships. Now, this has happened to me in the past. Thank God it's no part of my present. But I'm going to go ahead and share it with you. There have been times in my past where I went ahead and just provided all the good and the devotion and the loyalty and everything to someone. I put my energy into it. And when I found out that person did not have good intentions or they didn't want to return the favor to me for whatever reason, it was over, whether I ended it or whether he ended it. But the thing is that I'm the type of person that once my energy has been changed and I shut it down, there is no coming back to it later on and trying to pick it back up back the way it was. There isn't. Especially if you haven't shown any remorse, haven't shown any repentance or anything else. You're still walking in that energy where you feel you are deserving of the same good treatment you got before. And the thing is that you are in a position before, and I'm talking to the person who committed the egregious act. You're in a position before where you had someone who's willing to give this to you. My question is this: what happened or made you change your attitude throughout all this time to make you realize that this person was had the love and the energy that you needed? Because it wasn't good enough before. Something had to have happened in that person's life. And so they've started thinking, backtracking, and thinking, oh, wow, I'm going to go back to so-and-so because they were real good to me. They'll always be crazy about me. Don't make this mistake, people, and assume that somebody's going to always be crazy about you, especially if they have been betrayed and hurt by you. That is the dumbest thing a person could possibly ever think. Because you are wasting your energy, you're wasting your time. So back to transmuting the energy. Okay, the chips are falling where they may. It is what it is. You've decided to move on. What you do is you take that desire to share and be loyal and everything is still within you because you already know in your mind that you want to give that to someone. But you want it reciprocated. You want a relationship that will grow. You want someone who feels the same way you do in regards to relationship, looking for the same thing. You don't give up, okay? You move on to the next person. And you're thinking in your mind, and a lot of people make this mistake. They figure, oh, well, I'm not going to fool with that anymore because I got hurt too many times. No, deep down, that energy is still inside of you. That desire is still inside of you to share and to be and to want to love and be loved and to be loyal and to have companionship. That desire is deep down inside of you. But what you're doing is creating this huge smoke screen that you don't need it and you don't want to be bothered with it because you are afraid of getting hurt again. That's all it is. But that energy is still there. So let's just say you finally decide to dust yourself off, repackage yourself, and get right back out there. You've gone through your little dark period where you're like, okay, I don't want to be bothered with nobody. Then you finally realize that you got a lot of living to do and you don't want to do it by yourself. So you put yourself out there and you get that person who feels the same way you do and you hit it off wonderfully. You are still able to reach down deep and pull up those feelings of dedication and loyalty and passion for that person. You think that they were gone, but they're not. They're still there. That energy was still there. The bottom line is when you got involved in that relationship and that bad relationship, and you gave all of that energy to that person and the relationship died, the energy did not die. It was simply transferred from one source to another. In this case, the source was the bad relationship, and you took all that good, you probably packaged it up and put it in that little dark room in the back of your heart somewhere, but it's still inside of you. And then all of a sudden, when that good comes, that good source comes a little bit later on, you're able to pull it right back up and give it to them. But the only way that you can do that is to make sure that you are totally healed from the previous situation. Because I'm running into a lot of people that are middle-aged like me, and they have been so hurt and disgusted by the whole thing, they just give up when deep down they want it. They're afraid of getting hurt. They're afraid of getting hurt. And they think, oh, I don't have it in me anymore. That's not true. You do. And I know some of you are probably shaking your head right now. Child, you don't understand what I've been through. I'm sure you've been through a lot. We all been through a lot. But you have to decide from this point on how you want to spend the rest of your life. Because I'm going to tell you something. You know, my boyfriend has a lot of friends. He's at that age group where he's losing a lot of people. And some of those people, they wind up dying alone. Now, I'm not saying for you to sit here and think about death. But what I am trying to tell you to think about is that your life will be just a little bit better as you get older and as you see things as if you had somebody with you. And I'm not saying it's got to be marriage. It could be a really, really close friend. It could be a neighbor that you see every single day. It could be just a girlfriend, long-term boyfriend. It could be a spouse. It could be a husband or a wife. But a special someone. So that way, at least you have the comfort of knowing that you're not alone. Because it's something else when you hear situations about people who pass away and they didn't have anybody who loved them that was nearby. Or they were living in situations where they had to infuse themselves into some stranger's life in their last few days because they didn't have anybody to go to. Do the best you can to try to mend the broken fences. And if you can't, at least you can get credit from the Creator for trying. But yeah, you still have that loving energy inside of you. You have that inside of you. The person's going to come along who's going to be able to pick it up, and you'll be able to pull it up and give it to them. You just telling yourself right now that you can't. But that energy has not been destroyed. It hasn't. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Peace.